Hello there, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Giselle and I love posting fashion, beauty, and lifestyle videos here on YouTube. And today I'm bringing you guys another Dior Beauty Masterclass. This one is led by Ricky Wilson. He's going to be covering all things holiday, which timing could not be any better. I cannot wait for you guys to see this video. He's going to be sharing a couple of tips and tricks that we haven't seen from him before, and it's just perfection. Now, very quickly, I apologize in advance. You will notice that this time I wasn't able to sit directly in front of him. I'm a little to the left here, so there's certain angles that aren't that great. But I didn't want to cut that much because I didn't want to lose context of what he was saying. But next time I will try and be right in front so that the angles aren't that awkward. But other than that, I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot and it just shows me a little more of what you guys are into. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe because I will be having an unboxing after this video. Of course, you guys know I cannot go to these and not buy something. So without further ado, let's dive right in.
My name is Ricky Wilson and I work as a global makeup artist for this beautiful brand, Christian Dior. And coming up
Do you need me to move?
maybe next year, March, is going to be my 20-year anniversary with this brand. So I absolutely love everything. I live, breathe, eat, and sleep Dior, as you can see, Dior, and my sunglasses. I stopped bringing my backpack though on the train because it's a little crazy now in the city.
Yeah.
So I literally stopped bringing my backpack on the train. I'm like, I think, because when you walk with a Dior backpack, now Dior is so hot, so people are like, they stare at you, they stare at your shoes. They never used to. I used to walk in Dior all the time and nobody would care. But now I'm like,
yeah.
But anyways, so those of you that know my classes, this is going to be a really quick demo. We're going to talk about what we need right now in the cold for our skin. We're going to talk about some new skincare products that we have that are even stronger than the ones that I may have mentioned in the past. And then we're also going to talk about like how we are going to change our routine going in towards the winter time because it's cold now, so we can't be doing the same thing that we did in the summer. I just came back from Miami and then I spent the weekend in the Bahamas because I was like, why not? I'm literally 30 minutes flight away. So it was like 95 degrees and then I came back and I opened my eyes today and I got back yesterday. I opened my eyes today, it said 32 on my Alexa thing. And I was like, what is happening? I'm not ready for winter. That's why I just brought this on the train because all my winter coats are like in the garage in space bags in this box thing. So I have to get them clean. So I'm like, ugh. So anyways, if you know me, you know that I always love skincare. I'm always promoting skincare. So basically, I'm going to talk to you about some newer skincare products that have just launched in the Prestige line and also some of my tried, trusted favorites for the winter time. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is
the caviar, right?
Yeah.
So find something else to talk about while I go get that for you.
Oh, yeah. So, how many of you are using the Prestige line with the Prestige Micro Oil and all of the Prestige products? No? Well, you are, I know. So we have now the Prestige Le Nectar Premier. And this one is actually very good. I just did a video when I was in Miami about this. So as I'm reading my scripts and everything like that, I got a chance to learn a little bit more about this. So basically, it's much higher concentration than our previous nectar. And the other thing is now this contains the rosa peptide. So rosa peptide, 88 molecules and 2 peptides create this rosa peptide, which is an extreme anti-aging superpower, okay? I love the texture of this. If you compare it to the previous one, not only is it stronger and it's more potent, it's more anti-aging for our lifting and our firming and our skin density, but it's also extremely revitalizing. So what I want to do is I'll have Mr. Douglas Hart pass this around. I want you to take 1 pump on your hand, and I just want you to massage this 1 pump in and see how beautiful this Le Nectar Premier is. This is absolutely, probably, I feel like it's so much better than the other one, because the other one I didn't really use. Like I was like, oh, but now with this and me feeling it and knowing what it does, I just got it, so I haven't started using it yet, but I've been using it on people, and the results are crazy. Okay? Oh, okay.
Focus.
All right, so that is one product. And Robert is gonna go and get the Prestige, the Micro Caviar de Rose. But until then, I also wanted to talk about my other favorite product, which I think I've given to 3 ladies today, because, and it was just them coming up. They weren't even coming up to buy the eye serum. They were actually coming up to buy a concealer. And I said, I do not put any concealer underneath anyone's eyes without you doing this product. And do you know that the last lady, we didn't even have the concealer in stock. And I thought, oh, maybe she's not gonna take the other stuff that I showed her, but she still took it because she saw such a visible difference underneath her eyes. So she was concerned with her dark circles and things like that. So I taught her how to do the massage with the Prestige Micro Eye Serum. So you guys that know me, you've already seen me talk about and demo this, but I definitely want to repeat it because it's worth repeating for those people that are not using it. So, thank you, my dear. This one is the Prestige Eye Serum. So the first thing is, this is full of pearls that rotate 360 degrees. You just have to take a little bit out. I already have my eye serum on today, so I'm not gonna do it, but you take a little bit out and then you just press it with pressure underneath your eye to make 3 dots. And then I normally take whatever's left over and put a little dot here on my eyelid. And then if I have somebody that has like puffiness, like a collection of fluid underneath the eyes, what I do is I take it with pressure and I just go from the inside corner of the eye out, but I stop there, and that's gonna help to do drainage. Okay, so I go in like this, and that's gonna help to drain. If I have somebody that has dark circles, where it's like a lack of circulation around the eye, what I do is I go around like this, and then I go around. So I go like this, and then around. There's an official massage on Dior.com, but this is just what I do, okay? Now, if I have somebody that has lines right here, like crow's feet, what I do is I use pressure, and this is all about pressure, because if you don't do the pressure, the tool is not gonna work. I'm not saying to be rough on your eyes, but you definitely need to do pressure, okay? So, crow's feet over here, and then pull back, over here, pull back. If you wanna lift and open your eyes, you have muscles right here that need to be relaxed. So you take this with your pressure, you go above, you lift your eyebrow, and then you go over. And anything that I do, I'm always doing 3 times. That's the magic number here, okay? And this is gonna give me, when I do it on myself, it gives me the Zoolander, because after I finish, this one eye is like this. So I look like I'm giving blue steel. So, and it does work, it really does work. People know me all the time, and I don't give anybody any like BS. I can only talk comfortably about things that I know and that I'm using on myself, or that I'm using on my clients, and I see a difference. That's pretty much all I talk about, okay? So, now we were talking about the either wintertime fix for the skin when the skin dries out and it gets a little chilly, or you can do this as a mask. Now, when I have a client, and this is the Micro Caviar. So, when I have a client in my chair, like I had a celebrity that I was working on for 2 days last week. Our call time was 4:30 in the morning and nobody looks good at 4:30 in the morning. So what I do is I take this product, I put a decent amount on, okay, a decent amount on, and I had them set her hair, okay? So she was wearing a wig for the 2 days, so they were like putting the wig on and cutting it and curling it or whatever. So for the 20-25 minutes that it took for them to set her hair, I had this sitting on her face. Just all the micronutrients, 22 micronutrients absorbing into her skin, plumping her skin, making her skin density much more kind of fluffy, I can say. After that, before I do the makeup, I take the tissue it off so you don't have any oily residue or anything. And then I go in with my eye serum because I don't need to use anything else. The skin is already super hydrated. And then I go in with my foundation. The Skin Butter, Chef's Kiss, okay? You can also do this in the night if you want like a sleeping treatment while your skin is repairing itself while you're sleeping, or you can do it as a reset. So that's what I do because I'm oily, so I don't really need to do so much of an emollient product, so I do it as a reset. I do it on my self-care Sundays. So that's pretty much like anytime I get home on a Sunday, or if I come home late Saturday night, I spend time and devote time to myself on Sundays doing my entire ritual, and then I do my steam and all of that. So this is 10 out of 10 would recommend product. I've turned so many people onto this, and if you are bougie like me, you can also use it as a body cream. It'll be an expensive habit, but I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it's worth it, you know? So those are not all of our skincare products, but the Nectar Premier is brand new, and it's just hitting the stores. Not every store even has it yet. And the caviar is always selling out, and like the micro oil is sold out today. So the caviar is already selling out, and also the eye serum, everywhere I go, it normally sells out or is close to sold out because that's literally my favorite product. So we've already done all of the skincare for just the sake of time, and we actually put on a little bit of foundation. But I wanted to show you like how easily you can melt in the Dior concealer. So we did do a little bit of concealer, but I'll show you what I do is anytime I want to cancel something out, what I do is I will take the concealer and I will make an X. Okay? Just like you're doing an equation. Okay? So if I don't want any redness, I just make an X like that. Okay? If I have redness here, I will make an X like this, and now it looks like we're playing football, right? So after that, I go in and I melt the concealer in, and you will see that the concealer melts very easily into the skin, and it does not leave any like buildup or anything like that. So we love this concealer here, and you'll see that any of the excess redness is literally disappearing, which is what we want. Now, if you wanted to use this as an under eye concealer as well, you can. If you wanted to go a little bit brighter, you can, but look at that. See how that just disappears into the skin? But look at how I am patting, okay? This is gonna give you the best melt for your concealer. You don't wanna go like this, because if you're trying to cover redness, discoloration, or anything, you will just uncover it, because you're just moving it from one place to the next. So the tip is to create whatever X and just pat, pat, pat until it disappears, and this is what I like to call melting your concealer. Excellent, okay, super easy. Now, I did also bring up, we have some fabulous fragrances that we're gonna talk about a little bit later. I also brought up some of the holiday sets. So I think I'm gonna be working with some holiday sets and all that, just to kind of bring all of these products to life that we have that are new. So the first set that I want to talk to you about is this one, and this is the face set. It's the Écrin Couture. I love this because why wouldn't you?
It's gorgeous.
It's super, oh look. Hi everyone. So,
thank you.
welcome. No, this is absolutely amazing. We love this. And does this come out this year? Can you take this out?
Just came out.
No.
You can't?
Just the lip cover.
Oh, so they probably they were onto us. Yeah. We used to take this out in the previous versions. We used to take this out and then you can use it as like a little wallet thing. But I think they were onto us and now it doesn't come out. Don't tell Dior. But I like this because this is literally like an all-inclusive. So you have your nude lips, you have your red lips, you have your 2 shades of blushes, which are beautiful. You have your 5-color eyeshadow neutral and with some darker colors that give you like a nice look. And then you also have some highlighter. So this is literally like if you're going on vacation, the only thing you have to take is your mascara, your eyeliner, and maybe a lip gloss, and you're good with your foundation. So this I really like because you can create so many looks. Like you can even do, I just did a video with this and I did a very dark smoky. Okay, so you can do black eyeliner, you can do the dark brown. It's very like Hollywood smoky eye. It's not like a classic black smoky eye, but it's very nice. So I would recommend this for everyone. Now, what we're gonna do first is we are going to, I feel like I'm gonna do something kind of interesting here. So, we talked about this new trend where we are putting highlighter on first and then we're putting blush, okay? So I'm gonna take this larger brush and I'm gonna go into the highlighter. I'm gonna put the highlighter down on the cheek where I would normally put the blush, okay? And what this trend is it gives you this kind of glowing cheek look. I'm gonna put some highlighter down here. Now I love this highlighter. I wish we sold this separately, but we don't, so you gotta buy it. I absolutely love this highlighter because it just makes the skin look healthy. It's not shimmering, it's not like super metallic. It just gives you a really beautiful, healthy looking skin. That's what I love most about it. Excelente. And we're gonna go in here. Okay. Look how pretty that is. Now look, can you see how beautiful that is? Like when the light picks it up, it's such a pretty highlighter. We love it. So now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna give you a little bit of a high cheekbone effect. So I do need a little bit of a smaller brush because you have to make sure that when you are working with your blush that you don't use a brush that's too big because you want to isolate the area. Now, how many of you have struggled with blush going on too strong? Like you get the blush and you put it on and it's like, whoa, it's so strong. So I'm gonna show you a hack or a trick so that if that's ever the case, it's not gonna happen, okay? So the trick is to use a loose powder in your brush first. And in this case, we're gonna be doing this very cute Blooming Boudoir. This is a fancy, fancy powder. It's actually lavender. It's super cute. It has a little sheen to it. And this is a really good hack for overusing blush. So this is brand new. So take that off and look, the color is lavender, it's super cute. And I just found out, oh, I got a trash right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this into my brush, okay? I'm gonna take this into my brush and then I'm gonna tap it. So it loads the brush, okay? After I do that, I'm gonna go into the blush that I'm gonna use. And now that I have the powder there, it's gonna give me an idea of that blush without having the blush look very harsh, okay? So, I'm gonna go back in here And this is a beautiful kind of dark rose. I don't know what to call this. This is something. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna add it here. And you'll see that it's not looking like the color that's in there because it's giving us a very soft application. Now, nowadays we are doing blush very high on the face, so we're not focusing so much on the apple of the cheek like we did before. Now we are focusing our blush and our energy higher. This is gonna give us a nice lift, and it's gonna be very, very cute on the skin. So, here, same thing, we're just going higher on the face. Okay, and I don't know if you can see this, but if you can turn inside, you see that, how beautiful? It gives you a nice lift also on the cheeks. So always go higher on your blush as well. That's gonna be very nice.
Yeah.
So, let's see, turn this way. So I'm loving this highlighter first thing. Okay, I'm loving this. And notice that I'm also tapping the excess off on my hand. That is also helping to make sure that I don't put too much on. And then with your brush, you definitely want to make sure that you have a very light hand. A lot of people put blush on like this. I see them on the train and they're like, have a very light hand with your brush. When it comes to art, you know, you're holding your brush. I normally like to hold my brush a little bit far away because that gives you a lot of movement, and also it releases the pressure that you're putting on your face. The closer that you hold your brush, the more dense you're going to apply the product. And I see people doing that all the time when they're putting on their foundation and things like that. They're holding the brush here and they're going like this, and then they're wondering why they're getting streaks and everything on their faces. So it's very important to kind of be like an artist, like this. Voila. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna do a little bit of blush here on the nose. And I think for right now, that's enough blush. I might go back and add some more, but I think, can you turn this way for me? Oh no, it's beautiful. I love it. Wow, I think I need a little bit more up here though. So think about it like blush kind of encapsulating your eyes, okay? It's gonna draw visual interest into your eye area and bring everyone's eyes up. So if it's the holiday time and you feel like you're a little bit bloated, or you're eating too much salt, guess what? Nobody's gonna pay attention because they're gonna go up. Their eyes are gonna go up and it's gonna be good, okay? So I need to start wearing blush. So let's talk about what we did in the lipstick because we are all about mixing. And if you get this palette, you have tons of neutral and red to mix. Now some people ask me, Ricky, like, I don't wear red. I'm not a red person. Okay? And I say, it's okay. Not everyone needs to be a red girl, okay? But you can still wear the reds in here. You wanna know how to make a soft red? You put the red down first, and you put the neutral on top. And that creates a soft red, almost like a rose. It's actually very pretty. So for those that don't wear red, it's cool. We got you. You just wear the red down and then the neutral. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna show you on the hand here because we already have the lipstick. So I'm gonna show you. So if I wanted to do a soft red, I can go in with this bright red right here. I'll put this down like this. And that's pretty red, right? And then what I'll do is I'll take the neutral. So you can do either of the neutrals. I think for this demo, I'll do the darker one. So I'll take this and I'll just put that on top like this. And you see how that neutralizes the red? It actually turns it almost like into a red brown, like a rosewood color, okay? So that's a lot more neutral than the full-on, full throttle red. And if I wanted to do the lighter color, it will make it even lighter.
That's so cool.
It's a very good palette to have. And I wish I could do the eyeshadow from here, but this, you guys know this. okay? You already know, everybody knows this, and this is good. This is your neutrals, all right? So I'm gonna complicate your lives a little bit. I'm gonna close this palette because you know, those of you that have been here, you've seen me do brown eyeshadows before. I have a new palette that is from the Blooming Bouquet, Blooming Boudoir set. And this palette is so nice because it has some very interesting colors in it. So that is actually what I want to do because everyone always has browns. Okay, so this is going to be like your staple, but I want to show you something trendy and something different. So I'm actually going to be working with this palette here. And that is, it's called Subtle Bloom. And it's this one here. I love it. You see these colors?
Beautiful.
Super pretty, right? So I can't wait to show you what we create here. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to create some type of highlight. And normally I'm not really big on highlighting the brows, but I love your eye shape and your space. So I'm gonna do a little bit of what I normally don't do, which is highlight the brow. Because normally I'm like, Robert will tell you, I'm telling people, do not highlight your brows.
Right.
Do not do this. Let's see. But I want to do something pretty cool and trendy. Okay. So here, and then I'm just going to take it out a little bit.
I'm sorry, what? That's okay. Yeah.
Let's see, turn this way.
I have
Excellent. So this is the color closest to white.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And then from here, I want to take the same color, but with a smaller brush, and I want to take this and tap it in the inside corner of the eyes. So I'm going to take this same color and tap, and then I want to put it right in here. And this is actually going to help to kind of add a little bit of brightness in the inner corner of the eye and create this pretty trend look. Let's see. Oh, that's a little bit brighter than I thought, but it's cool. Woo. Thank you for moving the light, Robert. Now I can see. No, but it still looks cool. Like it still looks cool. Let's see.
I love that.
Okay. So we're just right in here.
The holiday twinkle.
Now, the interesting thing about this is that the texture on the eye is so important. So that's why I always promote the eye serum. Because I'm not the type of person that will tell you after a certain age you have to stop wearing anything that's shimmering or reflective, because I do shimmering and reflective products on a lot of people that are my clients that are up in age, right? It's all about where you place them, and it's all about the amount and the level in which you do that. So I think my beauty philosophy, it's in my bio, it's beauty does not have an age, and anything in moderation is okay. That's what I do. That's my approach. So we are in here like this. Let's see. And I think now I gotta just step here really quick because the other side is brighter. And one thing that I will tell you is that you always wear like really trend makeup, and I love that. So this makeup that I'm gonna do is gonna be a little bit more trend forward, but it's not gonna be like super crazy, but it's definitely gonna be more of a trendy look, okay? So when it comes to the crease of the eye, we're gonna take this really beautiful pink. We're gonna go pretty low here, and we are going to create dimension across the across the crease. And we're gonna take everything out. Everything is going out in a straight line to the side. See? Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so everything is going out. We're gonna go in here. This is the center color, which I love. We're gonna do the same thing. So starting in the crease of the eye, just kind of working our way straight out. And the reason that we do this is because we don't want that McDonald's arch crease. You know, I don't want to look at your eyes and it looks like McDonald's arch. You know, like, and that's very 90s, early 2000s, where I would take your eye and literally go like this in the crease, and everything is just so rounded. So we're actually kind of creating dimension, but we're focusing our energy a little bit lower. Okay? So here, and then we're gonna take it out. And turn this way. Is it even?
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to do something a little trendy on the eyelid. So I'm going to take a little brush. Or maybe not. Because I don't think I took it out. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to use some of this golden color, but I want to amplify the color. So I'm going to take a little bit of my eye serum, not too much. I'm going to go dampen my brush with the eye serum. I'm going to go in with this fabulous golden color here. And what this is going to do is it's going to amplify the color. And I just want to place this right in the center of the eyelid.
Wow.
So essentially you just created a cream eyeshadow.
Kind of. Let's see. So right in the center. Let's see. And what that does is it kind of gives a little lift up to the eyes. So it's super kind of cool to do. And then I'm trying to think of like where I would place. Oh, I have an idea. Let's see. Can you turn this way? That looks cool, right?
Beautiful.
You like it? So now what I want to do is I just want to kind of finish off the eye. So I'm gonna go in with this like little small tiny brush, and I'm gonna go in with this color, and this is a really cool trendy color. What I want to do is I want to start, look all the way up at me. I want to start by applying it at the bottom of the eye, like right here. And a lot of people are a little nervous when it comes to putting any brighter colors or any purples or I don't even know what to call this color. It's a something. What is this color? It's like rust brick. It's like brick rust. So a lot of people are kind of afraid to do this. But like I said, anything that you do, you have to commit to it. You know, like if you don't, people with pink eyeshadow, right? Like we use a pink kind of color here, right? They're like, oh, I can't wear pink eyeshadow. Why not? Because every time I do it, it looks like an eye irritation or it looks like I have an infection in my eyes. I'm like, yeah, you know why? Because you put it on and then you wipe it away or you mess it up and then it looks accidental. So when I'm doing something that's colorful, I make sure that I commit to it, I put my foot down on the gas pedal, and that's the way that you're gonna wear the color with confidence. Put all the way. And putting this type of color underneath the eye can create a really cool look as well. Just for some definition, you see? Turn this way. That looks cool, right? I think it's cool, right? So, the only color, and I'm not going to do all 5. I was just so excited to do your eyes, so that's why I did 4. Normally I just do 3 colors. But But I was like really excited because your makeup is always so cool to me. I think that's the first thing I said to you when you started in Dior. I was like, your makeup is so cool. Look all the way up to me. So,
Everything.
right here.
If I happen to come across gold rim prescription, I'll bring it up to you so you can see. Yeah, so I think,
I don't know where I left it at. I have to get that out. Oh, this is still the sleep though. Somebody might turn it off.
I will keep my eyes open for you.
Somebody in the department might still be holding it, don't turn it in.
I think that looks awesome. Okay, so we can do a few things. We can do a little bit of powder with the Blooming Bourgeois powder, which is our lavender color. And don't be afraid of lavender. We have one of these that is completely matte that we sell online, and I use this as my face powder. It's very translucent. I'm not going to use this one as my face powder because there is a little shimmer in it, and I don't want to be walking around looking shimmery, but I'll show you this. It just gives you a very healthy look to your skin. So we powder, and you notice that I put a little bit of powder through the eyebrow. Sometimes people get very shiny in their eyebrows, and that's a giveaway that you put eyebrow pencil on. So this technique is going to do two things. It's going to take the shine away, but it's also going to give you a little bit of a longer wearing brow. And the other thing that you can do, if you want your lips to stay on and you want them to be super matte, guess what? You take this and you put it over your lips.
Whoa.
Okay, super matte lips. All right?
Ricky showed on the brush that there's no lipstick on the brush.
Oh,
Because that's the
That's
Forever Rouge.
but, and you know what? I was actually gonna gloss this, but now I don't want to. Do you like gloss or you like shine? I mean, matte or like gloss? Okay, I'm gonna gloss it. you always give the client what they want. So I am gonna gloss this. However, if you like matte, you can wear it matte and you can put some of the powder on top. But this is the gloss that we're gonna put on. This is the 030. So one of my makeup artists in Texas, his name is Jeff, and Jeff puts this on 90% of his clients.
Totally.
And I always steal his lip combos because he does very well his lip combos, but I always give him credit. So this is for you, Jeff. We are putting on a little bit of the 030 and the gloss. And we already have some eyelashes on, but I wanted to bring up my favorite primer and mascara, and also let you know that we do have this in a set. So if you want to purchase a new mascara set today, it's pretty much like you're buying the products, but you get the bag and the box and everything, you know, for the same or a little bit more. So this is going to be our gloss. And if you are wondering what lipstick we did the Forever Rouge in 866, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put a little bit, so that one was kind of like the liner, the outline. And then we did our classic matte, which is 772. And that one is what we did in the inside to create like a little bit of an ombre effect.
And isn't that one in the face palette?
Maybe. In that palette? I don't know. Let me see. It is.
It says on the box. I don't know if it says it there.
I'm too old for this. Find out. I know it's not the matte, because whatever I was doing, it might be a satin texture because we have that color in different textures. So this is gonna be our gloss. And every time I hear this song, I want to do like this.
Actually, no, the colors in here are different.
Oh.
My mistake.
Yeah. It's
Can we use the
it's
same
similar
one?
though.
Can we
It's
use the
similar,
same one?
yeah. Well, basically the detail he did on the back of her hand is similar to what we touched her lips with.
I love it. So, my friends, we are almost done, but before we finish any Dior look, I love this kind of rosewood color that we created. before we finish any Dior look, we always have our fragrance, okay? So just like skincare is important to me, my fragrance is equally as important because I don't feel done, I don't feel sexy, I don't feel like I'm gonna go out and get some numbers if I don't have my fragrance. And if I leave, okay, true story. There's been times that I've gotten into Uber and I'm already en route and all of a sudden I'm like, I forgot my fragrance, I make them go back. And I tell them to charge me for weight. I'm like, charge me for weight because I'm not gonna get to the club, I'm not gonna get to the lounge and be smelling all regular. So, in this store, we have our fabulous La Collection Privé. This is an exclusive line that is not sold everywhere. And for me, I like that because I don't like to smell like a lot of people. So I have my favorites in the La Collection Privé. The sizes are very robust. It takes me like well over a year to finish one of them, and they're super exclusive. And the thing that I love most is now we have a new perfumer creator, and his name is Francis Kurjan. You may know him. He's actually the creator of MFK fragrances, and he created a very, very popular fragrance, which is the Baccarat. So now we have him on board, and he's creating some beautiful scents in Dior. So we can't talk to you about everything, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about Gris Dior, which is so important because it is literally the code of the House of Dior, which is gray. And Christian Dior said that gray was the color of time. You want to know why? I was always like, why? Because anytime it's gray outside, you can never tell what time it is, which is true. Okay? So they gave us a book before with all these Christian Dior saying, that's why I remember that. And gray is a color that is also neutral. And people don't associate gray with neutral. So this fragrance is timeless, it's neutral, and it's so beautiful. We had a humongous pop-up in, it was called the Gray Zone in LA this year. That was a very big success. And it catapulted the sales of this beautiful fragrance. So I wanted to make sure that everyone got to experience Gris Dior. If you are looking to buy me a belated birthday gift, you can get me one, because mine is like that much left. And also the fragrance that Francis Kurjan created in our L'Or de J'adore line is amazing. So this is the essence of J'adore. It's not a parfum, it's an essence, okay? So it's really a beautiful scent, and to be honest with you, I smelled so many variations of J'adore over the years, and this smells extremely different. I presented this to my mom. I got it for her for Christmas, but I couldn't even wait. I got her name on it, and I presented it to her, and she is obsessed. So, my friends, did you have fun?
Yes.
Okay, so I know that we have a very small and intimate group, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming, always. We really appreciate you. And also, now you have the opportunity to go downstairs and to try the products that I was talking about up here. Now, make sure you try the Forever Le Nectar Premier, definitely. Also, make sure you try the Prestige Eye Serum, it's very important. And then the other one that I talked about was the Caviar. This one is super important as well. So when you go down there, make sure you try it on your face. And then we have artists that are going to be down there that are going to help you create a look. And it's going to be all good. So thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thank you. You like it?
I love it.
Oh.
And there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot thank Hanani enough. If you're watching, Hanani, huge thank you for inviting me to Ricky and his team. Thank you for having me and allowing me to film it. It was just such a beautiful experience, and I'm always looking forward to these because I just learned so much. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know down below. And I hope you stay tuned for the unboxing. Until then, I'll see you soon. Take care, stay safe. Bye.